T-Bird fans. We welcome you to a brand new edition of T-Bird Talk. I'm Cloud County Community College Sports Information Director, Toby Nosker. On this week's edition of T-Bird Talk, we'll have an opportunity to visit with two freshman wrestlers on the Cloud County Community College wrestling team, both of them national qualifiers. We'll visit with Dakota Gibson of Doniphan, Nebraska, and Pankey of Tonganoxie, Kansas. This weekend, the Cloud County Community College wrestling team has 7 wrestlers that are representing the T-Birds at the 2026 NJCAA National Wrestling Championships. The event is taking place Friday, March 6th and Saturday, March 7th at the Mid-America Center in Council Bluffs, Iowa. Both Gibson and Pankey are national qualifiers, and both were named to the 2025-2026 All-Kansas Jayhawk Community College Conference wrestling teams. Pankey, along with freshman and national qualifier Braden Hill, were selected as second-team All-Kansas Jayhawk Community College Conference selections, while Dakota Gibson and national qualifier Luke Potter at 133 pounds were named to the third-team All-KJCCC. Those 4, as well as sophomores Noah Bailey, Jacob Vasquez, and Micah Cothers, will compete this weekend at the NJCAA National Championships. Up next, our conversation with Gibson and Pankey. This is T-Bird Talk.
Are you a Kansas or Nebraska high school senior who's thinking about your next step after high school? If so, you qualify for Cloud County Community College's $500 Early Bird Scholarship. All you have to do is visit campus before December 19th and have a GPA of 3.0 or higher, and you get a $500 scholarship guaranteed. So come visit Cloud and see why our students are Cloud proud. On your visit, you'll see our campus, meet with an academic advisor, and get a chance to have all your questions answered. Set up your campus visit today by giving us a call at 785-243-1435 extension 212 or visiting us online at cloud.edu/admissions.
This weekend, the Cloud County Community College wrestling team will have 7 members competing at the 2026 NJCAA National Championships, which will take place this Friday and Saturday at the Mid-America Center in Council Bluffs, Iowa. 2 of the T-Bird wrestlers that will represent Cloud County at the national tournament joining us today. We have freshman Tyler Pankey, and also with us is freshman Dakota Gibson, and I appreciate the 2 of you taking time to join us. And Dakota, I guess let me begin with you. So where are you originally from?
Doniphan, Nebraska. Just a little town near 2 big towns, basically. We're not really known for wrestling, but we got big the last couple years, and we've created a big program.
How did you get involved in the sports? What age did you actually start wrestling?
So my big brother actually kind of got us all involved in wrestling. He wanted to involve, so naturally my dad's a single dad of 3, so we all kind of joined with it. So I started in 3rd grade and been wrestling ever since. So, and at Doniphan.
Did you do other sports growing up?
I did football till my junior year, and quit my senior year to just do wrestling.
And why wrestling then as the focus? What was it about the sport do you feel like you've kind of gravitated to that it became your thing?
Well, ever since I've done it, it's kind of been my main sport. I've just focused on it. And my junior year, I won state. I was Doniphan's first ever state champion. And it was the program's only 10th year, so we're still a young program, or we're a young program. And so it was kind of like an eye-opener of what I want to do in college. Did I want to do football or wrestling, or what did I want to achieve? I wanted to do sports. So that kind of opened my eyes to wrestling and doing wrestling in college. So I kind of moved towards that.
How did you hear about Cloud County Community College? What was the recruiting process like for you?
So I got a couple other offers. I wasn't really contacting coaches or anything like that. So, and I didn't even know Cloud until Julian texted me out of nowhere around Christmas break time, and he texted me and he's like, "Hey, I've been watching all year." He wanted to come watch me at a tournament, and there's a big tournament near where I live called the Fracas, and we got invited to it. for the first year ever. So Julian came and watched me there, so it kind of showed a little bit of respect on his part. He's a good coach and a good recruiter, and he kind of persuaded me to come to Cloud with the good coach he is.
Had you ever heard of Cloud County before this?
Never, and I've known a couple kids that have went to Cloud without even knowing it, like Dylan Anchetta. I used to wrestle with him when I was little all the time. He'd come up to Doniphan, and he's like 45 minutes away from me, and I didn't know he went to Cloud, but I knew he went to college and stuff like that.
We'll talk about how this season has gone for you, and of course, set the stage in a moment for the national tournament. Overall, though, even not just from a wrestling standpoint, but as a student as well, are you happy with your decision to come to Cloud?
Oh, yeah, I'm very happy. The teaching staff and even like the helping and stuff like that, they want you to succeed. I've gotten close with Zoe Mers, I think that's her name, and we've gotten really close. I go to her office like every week and kind of study a little bit in there. They want you to succeed here, which I love, and the teachers kind of throw it at you like this is what you need to do, and like I tell everybody, the organization with the website is so easy. You just get in there and you do what you need to do, and learning's so easy here at Cloud.
We'll talk about the season, as I said, in just a moment. Let's bring Tyler Pankey into the discussion, though. So, Tyler, where are you originally from?
Yeah, no, I'm from Tonganoxie, Kansas. I'm sure you guys know Noah and Gabe Bailey. I kind of transferred there my sophomore year after attending Bishop Miege up until then. And, that's where I graduated high school at and then wrestled.
You grew up wrestling throughout your childhood and your life?
Yeah, I started when I was 7 years old. Yeah, my dad put me in it and said, well, you're not quitting. So I never did, and then worked out.
What is it about wrestling that you love?
I like that it's not a team effort. I like that everything's on you, and you're not blaming somebody else for your mistakes.
At what point did you ever give consideration to, hey, maybe this is something I can do beyond high school?
I'd say my sophomore year when I made it to the finals at state, and I realized that I could go to the next level, but that wasn't really what I was looking for then. I was mainly looking to play football.
So you wanted to play football.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me about the switch and the change. What happened?
Well, last year as a true freshman, I played football at Baker University in Baldwin, Kansas, and tore my labrum in my shoulder, and I had shoulder surgery. And, I got, let's say, oversized, and I was like, you know what? I'm going to go back to my roots, and I'm going to get back in shape, and I'm going to go wrestle. And, Noah Bailey was just like, come wrestle at Cloud. So I sent Coach Smith a text, and I was like, yo, hope you don't mind if I come, try and wrestle. And, it's worked out since then. I mean, Coach Smith is a great coach, so is Coach C. I mean, I wouldn't want to be anywhere else.
Noah, of course, national qualifier as well, heading to the national tournament this weekend. You mentioned before his older brother, Gabe, who wrestled here at Cloud County. Did you have discussions with them about their experiences here at Cloud? Were they really able to sell you even beyond just the conversation that you had with Coach Smith?
Yeah, they told me this place is a great environment, great place to be around, great coaches, great school. They told me that if you want to do it, then all you got to do is text Coach, and I'm pretty sure he'd be down because me and Coach Smith, we've known each other since my senior year in high school when I won state at 4A level. And, we've been talking about it, kind of messing around. I'm going to come to Cloud, And he was kind of surprised, I think, when I told him I was going to come out because, he wasn't really looking for me because, I committed to play football. I mean, he asked Noah about me a couple times, and Noah was like, no, he's set on football. And then when he found out I was wrestling, I mean, I could say he was probably intrigued.
Was there any apprehension for you, any nervousness about having taken some time off from wrestling, focusing on football that first year at Baker, now trying to get back into it, and not just get back into it, but obviously competing at a higher level, at the JUCO level?
Nah, I wasn't nervous at all. I mean, it's kind of just, once you know how to wrestle, you really don't stop knowing how to wrestle. I mean, so far I'm doing great, it wasn't really a problem taking a year off because I just got right back into the rhythm. I mean, I've been doing this stuff for 11, 12 years. And taking a year off really didn't impact my game at all.
How have you liked your time here at Cloud, not just on the mat, but just as an overall student? Are you enjoying your time here?
I'd say I am, yeah. I'm getting better grades than I ever was in high school and focusing more on academics and, more than wrestling instead of the other way around. Because in high school I focused more on sports instead of athletics, and that didn't get me very far. So this year, especially with the Cloud teachers being so cooperative with me, just helping me out a lot.
Dakota, you mentioned, coming here to Cloud, getting an opportunity to compete and really focus year-round now on a sport that you love in wrestling. There's a lot of downtime as a college student. Obviously, you guys do what you can to be successful in the classroom, and you've talked about, even finding other people's offices to go in to study to be able to, get what you need done. But there's a lot of time where you can really just hone in and focus on wrestling more so than maybe you were able to do even in high school. Do you like that?
Yeah, I love that. I remember back in high school, it was always the PE teacher saying you can't go run and cut weight. Like, you have to do the lift and stuff like that. And going to college, you don't have that. You have all this time. You can go run at the facilities here at Cloud on your free time for 30 minutes, and then you'll have your next class. I mean, it's so nice having all that free time with going lay down, chilling, or hanging out with your friends or stuff like that. It's nice having the extra time.
Has the workouts themselves and the time that you've had to put in, is it more intense at this level right now than maybe what you've experienced in the past?
Yes, definitely. The jump, everyone that I talked to before I came to Cloud or from home, they said the jump from high school to college is big. I mean, college kids I've known for years, they're like, it's big, but you just got to put in the work, really. And Julian does a very good job with getting you running right away when you get here and doing CrossFit. Never done CrossFit before I got here. It's been the best thing I've ever done. But just that constant work that Julian makes us put in just gets us ready and gets us on a condition better than people who we verse.
Tyler, obviously you had some familiarity with, what it takes to be a college athlete based off your experience with the football program at Baker. How much difference is there in the style of workouts and the preparation and the things that you have to do to be out on the football field compared to out on the wrestling mat? Have you really had to change up the things that you do, in preparation for competition?
I'd say, yeah, for sure. Because when we're doing football, conditioning and stuff like that, I mean, when you're on the football field, you do a play, you're off for 10 seconds, do another play, you're off for 10 seconds until the ball's snapped. With wrestling, I mean, it's just nonstop. It's nonstop. You got to be constantly in the best shape you can be in, and I think that Coach Smith and Coach C put us in those situations all the time in practice, doing a bunch of live, and then straight to drilling, no rest, no breaks, no water breaks, nothing like that. It's just straight action. And with football, I mean, it's action, pause a little bit, then action.
And again, as I mentioned to Dakota, you go hard basically year-round. You guys really hit the ground running with some, training, lifting, the workouts that you'll do as soon as you get on campus. And then the practices really start picking up when you guys can get in the practice room starting October 1st. And you've been going hard ever since. What's that like to adjust to? I'm sure, again, different. Even though you've wrestled in the past and have been highly competitive, even in high school, it's a different focus, right, at this level. How did you feel like you took to that?
At first I was, I'd say I'd got pretty gassed pretty shortly. I came in 240 pounds, trying to cut down to 197 pounds. And I felt like as the weight dropped, my cardio picked up. And I finally eased into, what we were doing and, the conditioning. I mean, it was hard. It was so, like, high school compared to college is just, it's just a different sport.
Well, and you wrestle at 197 pounds and at a weight class where there's some depth on this team. There's a lot of good wrestlers, and now you're in a wrestling room where, maybe before you have somebody to kind of spar with, but they can't quite challenge you at the level maybe that you're at. Now everybody's coming in as the best wrestler from their high school team or the best at their weight class, right? And so now it's not just competitive when you go out and wrestle against other teams, but I'm assuming even in the practice room, it's competitive because there's other guys that want the spot that maybe you have.
Yeah, I'd say so. I'd want to give big props to, the Holgan twins and Coach Smith and Braden Hill, because they have, I've never had practice partners like them before in my life. When I was in high school, no one in that room could really wrestle with me to an extent. And those guys, they push me every day to be the best I can be. And, I just want to thank them for that. And that's it.
Does it get really competitive, or are you happy to see their success? They're happy to see your success. How do you guys kind of handle that emotionally and internally within the team?
We're all good friends, we like to keep the wrestling in the room, all the trash talk in the room, the extra things in the room. But, outside the mat, we're good buddies, and they push me and I push them, and I love to see them win matches, place at tournaments. Braden Hill's having some great success this year. He's won 3-4 tournaments, and I just love to see that for him.
Dakota, what's that been like for you? Because, again, there's a lot of talented wrestlers within the lower to mid-weight classes on this team. I'm sure they're pushing you daily in the practice room as well. What has that been like for you?
It's been great. Me and Luke Potter started as partners together, and we pushed each other onto another level. And then Noah needed a partner, so I kind of moved up, and me and him have been pushing hard. We both made it to regionals. I was happy for him, and he was happy for me. It's kind of like a family kind of thing. We all kind of work together and want to achieve together.
Of course, assistant coach Braden Clopton spends a lot of time working with those lower to midweight guys. Yeah. What's it like being around Coach Clopton?
He's like one of my friends now. I go see him all the time. He's helped me with my leg game and stuff like that. He's helped me with moving my feet and stuff like that. I wrestle him all the time after practice and stuff. He helps me put in the work, and he's kind of the best assistant coach.
Do you feel like you've grown as a wrestler this year?
A ton. He's helped me so much with his knowledge of been at this at a higher level than JUCO at NAIA. There's some really good guys that you have to compete with, and he's helped me so much with his knowledge of the sport that he's had.
Tyler, I know head coach Julian Smith doesn't mind mixing it up with you guys in the practice room as well. What's that like for you guys?
He always says to me, there's levels to this stuff. You guys are great JUCO wrestlers, and it's great to have a practice partner that was a national champ at the Division II level. He proves to me that there is levels to this stuff, and that when I practice with him, I can feel it. He's been out of the game for a while, but not really. He hasn't wrestled a match probably over 10 years, and he still whoops up on me, and I need it. I need to feel that. I need to feel the strength, because he wrestled 197 pounds too. I feel that, and I know that I got to step my game up.
Like Dakota, do you feel like you've seen your skills, your abilities kind of grow to a new level during your time here at Cloud?
Oh, yeah, for sure. My senior year, I won state without taking a shot. And Coach Smith came up to me, I think it was probably the first week in conditioning and open mat, and he was just like, hey, that stuff's not flying here. If you're in college, you have to take shots. So I've been easing into that. We've been working on my technique, working on my shots, and he's helped me really a lot. This is probably the most progress I've seen in myself over the past 12 years.
Both of you are getting set for the NJCAA National Championships taking place this weekend. Dakota competing at 141 pounds. Take me through the season as a whole, though, before we talk about nationals. How would you kind of sum up this season for you? What's kind of been the highlights? Kind of take me through the year.
Well, started off like every freshman does, kind of getting used to everything. I did. Like you said, I've grown so much with everything. And my first match, I got pinned. And the biggest eye-opener through the season. The first eye opener was placing third at the UNK Open. That was the first big eye opener of, dang, I'm putting my name out there. I'm getting a whole lot better and stuff like that. So that opened my eyes up to maybe All-American, get onto that podium, like Julian always says. The goal is to get onto the podium at the end of the day. I mean, this is team sport. He loves winning and stuff like that, but you as a goal should always be to get onto the podium. And that kind of opened my eye to getting on the podium. And after that, I went undefeated at home. I didn't lose a match at home, so that was another accomplishment that I kind of held. And being able to beat the Pratt and Labette kid right before regionals helped me get a third seed at regionals, which kind of helped me plow my way to getting to nationals.
We'll talk about nationals in a moment. You mentioned like the UNK, the Unis Hospitality Open that took place at Nebraska Kearney, and some of those early season tournaments and meets where I don't know that people fully appreciate, but individual sports such as wrestling, cross country, track and field here at Cloud, not only do you see junior college athletes, but you'll wrestle 4-year competitors as well. So D2, D3, NAIA wrestlers, people that maybe juniors, seniors have been in the game for a little bit. But do you feel like kind of going through that grind in the early part of the season helped get you to where you needed to be come conference time and then to the region tournament?
Yeah. Like you said, there's 4 years all over. I've versed probably more 4 years than I have junior colleges with all the opens that we go to. And yeah, it's helped me a ton with having those kids that have been in there a year, those sophomores and those juniors that I have to verse. I mean, it helps me a ton because getting beat helps me know what I need to do.
Tyler, for you, I know since transferring from Baker, didn't get the opportunity to compete for Cloud during that first semester, so you haven't had as much mat time as a Dakota to this point in the season. You've gotten time here in this second semester, but was that a little challenging to get, again, and I know you've been putting in a lot of time in the practice room, and maybe where what we discussed before, having some depth there and some guys that were pushing you in the practice room helped prepare you, but the live action for you has been pretty limited. So kind of talk a little bit about that challenge and trying to get yourself to a peak place, here at the end of the season, even though you've had such a small window to do it in.
Well, I had to wrestle unattached first couple tournaments, and I took 2 tournaments off because of an injury. And I just say that the people I have in the room just push me like it is a match. In the room, like they push me, like I'm wrestling 7-minute matches at practice, not let alone on the weekends when we did wrestle those tournaments. And they helped me so much and just become like the wrestler I am right now.
Well, and going into the region tournament, obviously you did well qualifying for nationals, but what was your thoughts kind of heading in? How did you feel heading into that tournament?
I felt great. I feel like if I'm not going into a tournament to win it, I shouldn't be there. So I had the goal to win that tournament. In the finals, I faced a pretty common opponent that I've wrestled this year already, Preston Hagel, ranked 3rd in the nation out of Pratt. And, he put me down in the finals, but, I'm just happy that I got to the finals so I could be seeded. But at the end of the day, that doesn't matter. If you're not trying to win a tournament, you shouldn't be there at all.
Reached the championship match at 197 pounds. Dakota, for you, I know, reached the 3rd place match there at the region tournament. How did you feel going in, and how did you feel like you fared there?
I was excited getting the 3rd seed. First match was a little iffy. Wasn't moving my feet as much, but I kind of got back into my groove against in the semifinals. Ended up losing, but was competing with Carl Albert's kid. We were going back and forth. Ended up getting pinned, but that's a ranked kid. I've been wanting to be ranked all year. It was a struggle, but I just got to keep moving forward and stuff like that. And then third and fourth place match.
Yeah, I know you ended up forfeiting that one, right?
Ended up forfeiting that match. I already versed Lebet kid, and I ended up tagging him. And it was kind of my goal was to make it to nationals, and I don't really care. I'm not going to get seeded anyways, and I'm going to go in there guns blazing, don't care who I have. So it was kind of a situation, don't want to get hurt. Doesn't matter what happens. I just wanted to kind of make it to nationals. You
make it, though.
Yeah.
You're able to check that goal off. Mm-hmm. How special is that to be able to say you're a national qualifier?
It really means a lot more than that. Means more than that state placement kind of thing. Being at nationally, you're better than you're 64 out of basically the whole entire United States kind of thing. It feels really good.
Tyler, for you, again, getting to that championship match and then knowing that you've made it to this stage where you get to compete at nationals, what does that mean for you?
It means a lot. I've taken a year off of wrestling. I mean, getting back in the groove and, trusting myself and trusting my coaches put me in the best possible position to succeed. And just, being a regional or national qualifier and a regional runner-up, I mean, it's not the greatest, but, I mean, it's pretty good. I like it.
This year, 4 members of the Cloud County Community College wrestling team honored by the coaches within the Kansas Jayhawk Community College Conference as all-conference selections. Tyler, you were a second-team all-conference selection at 197 pounds. But again, to earn that respect, not just from your coach, but the other coaches in the conference, what does that mean to you?
I like that other coaches see me as one of the best wrestlers in our conference. And me and Dakota have both earned that spot, so it wasn't nothing that we didn't expect coming out of regionals, for sure.
Yeah, Dakota, you also recognized with that third-team honor. How does that make you feel, again, getting that recognition from the other coaches in the conference?
It felt deserving. I mean, me and Pankey have been putting in the work, and B. Hill and Luke, we've all been putting in the work. And it's kind of like it's like a hype up right before nationals. Like, hey, our names are out there. We're gonna go prove something.
The Mid-America Center, Council Bluffs, Iowa, will host the NJCAA National Championships this Friday and Saturday. So Dakota, going into it, how do you feel?
I got the number 1 ranked kid right off the bat. I mean, I knew I was gonna have a tough kid right off the bat. But you got to beat tough kids to place. I mean, my mind is going into All-American and being in that finals. So I mean, you got to beat the best to be the best. So
is there any nerves there?
Not really. All I really do is worry about scoring points. Points are always going to be there. Having a strong mind and a strong heart. Whoever has the greatest heart going in the match is going to win it.
Tyler Pankey, for you heading into nationals, how do you feel?
I just feel like it's just another tournament. Just, got to get my name up. You got to get my name up at the top of the podium. That's how I feel going into it.
I know you've wrestled in big tournaments in the past. You've seen kind of some big, environments, the crowd, the noise, the atmosphere, all of that. How do you think you'll handle it stepping out on the mat for the first time at nationals?
I think I'll handle it pretty well. When I'm on the mat wrestling, I can't hear a thing. Doesn't matter if you got a megaphone screaming at me, I won't hear you.
Well, best of luck to the both of you, and I appreciate you taking time to join us this week. Thank you so much for being on the show.
Thank you.
Are you a Kansas or Nebraska high school senior who's thinking about your next step after high school? If so, you qualify for Cloud County Community College's $500 early bird scholarship. All you have to do is visit campus before December 19th and have a GPA of 3.0 or higher, and you get a $500 scholarship guaranteed. So come visit Cloud and see why our students are Cloud proud. On your visit, you'll see our campus, meet with an academic advisor, and get a chance to have all your questions answered. Set up your campus visit today by giving us a call at 785-243-1435 extension 212 or visiting us online at cloud.edu/admissions.
My thanks to Cloud County Community College wrestlers Dakota Gibson and Tyler Pankey for being our guest this week on T-Bird Talk. And the T-Birds will have 7 wrestlers competing this weekend at the 2026 NJCAA National Championships at the Mid-America Center in Council Bluffs, Iowa. Action gets underway tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. and continues through Saturday. This weekend, the Cloud County Community College women's and men's track and field teams will have a number of participants competing at the 2026 NJCAA Indoor Track and Field Championships, which will take place Friday and Saturday at the Snead Indoor Athletic Facility in Topeka, Kansas. The Cloud County Community College women's track and field team secured a third-place team finish at the recent 2026 NJCAA Region 6 Kansas Jayhawk Community College Conference Indoor Track and Field Championships, while the Cloud County men posted a fifth-place finish at the region meet. We want to wish all the best to the track and field athletes competing on the national stage this weekend in Topeka, Kansas. This weekend, the Cloud County Community College men's basketball team will be at home as they will host a first-round NJCAA Region 6 Men's Division I basketball tournament game, welcoming in Garden City Community College for the second time in a 10-day span on Saturday at 2 p.m. Cloud County finished the regular season at 17-13, 12-12 in conference play, and locking up the number 8 seed. The T-Birds swept the Garden City Broncbusters during the regular season, winning 87-85 at Garden City on January 10th and 91-85 in Concordia on February 25th. Tip-off to this Saturday's game is set for 2 p.m. inside Arlie Bryant Gymnasium. The Cloud County Community College women's basketball team closed out the regular season with a 72-60 road victory over Independence Community College last night. The T-Birds conclude the regular season with a 14-15 overall record and a 10-14 mark in Kansas Jayhawk Community College conference action. Cloud County has drawn the number 10 seed in the 2026 NJCAA Region 6 Women's Division I basketball tournament, and they will travel to Great Bend, Kansas to face Barton Saturday at 5:30 p.m. Cloud County and Barton have met twice this season, and the T-Birds dropped both games, including suffering a 66-39 loss at Barton on January 26th. Cloud County shot a season-low 21% from the field in dropping their third consecutive game in the series with Barton. Cloud County has lost its last 10 games played in Great Bend, last winning 81-40 on February 18th, 2017. The Cloud County Community College baseball team has climbed to number 5 in the latest NJCAA Division I baseball rankings. The T-Birds closed out its opening Kansas Jayhawk Community College Conference doubleheader with a walk-off 5-4 victory in 9 innings over Pratt at Lee Doyen Field in Concordia on Thursday. Sophomore third baseman Caden Budke led off the ninth with a triple to right field. Sophomore Vassia Seymour later dropped down a pinch hit squeeze bunt, and Budke slid home safely to give the T-Birds a walk-off home win. In the first game of the doubleheader, Cloud County scored 5 runs in the bottom of the 6th inning for a 7-3 come-from-behind win over Pratt. The doubleheader sweep marked Cloud County's 10th straight win, improving the team's record to 16-1 on the season, and the T-Birds are now 9-0 at home. Cloud County and Pratt will play 2 more games in Pratt this Saturday. Game times are set for 12:30 and 3 p.m., respectively. The Cloud County Community College softball team was expected to be on the road yesterday, but their games at Friends University JV were postponed due to weather. No new date for the doubleheader has been announced. The T-Birds are 4-4 on the season, and next we'll head to Enid, Oklahoma on Tuesday, March 10th for a doubleheader against the Northern Oklahoma College Enid Jets. To stay on top of everything that's happening in Cloud County athletics, make sure you check out our athletic website, cloudtbirds.com. You can also visit our social media channels. Just like and follow Cloud County Athletics on Facebook and Instagram, and CC Sports on X. Brand new editions of T-Bird Talk drop each Thursday, so make sure you're subscribed on your favorite podcast platform. T-Bird Talk is a production of the Cloud County Community College Athletic Department.